Ah. Neat. Oh, I can actually see these now. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. Nice. That's a sad picture. I don't like that, man. Just not really fond of that. Some fucking weird things that I'm seeing. Holy shit. Okay, well, let's begin this fucked adventure that we have ahead of us, yeah? Everyone retreats to their areas. Oh, great. What do you want to do today? Not have people die. That'd be great. Oh god, let's finish off the relation with Karen, I guess. Hey, you don't have to lie to me. I know Em's not coming back. I don't know where she came up with her being the best swimmer. I guess the only one that would know would be Anatoly. True. Last summer, he would watch her swim from the shore. He could have been a lifeguard, such a good swimmer. She never went under, but if she did, he would have pulled her out easily. How would she lie about something like that? Karen seems deep in thought. Maybe it's better to leave her alone. He closed the door softly. Oof. No relation. Can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm gonna try and get some sleep. Good night. Night. Gregor, don't you go psycho on me. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat, in a completely different room. I'm sorry? Wait, you what? What corpse? Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Cook. No. Who? You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. You cooked meat. Where'd you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you? Three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? A downward spiral. I had a feeling this would happen. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely hidden so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns, looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. I'm going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Right, Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? We should probably talk to Anatoly, yeah? You knock on the door first. You slowly open the door. Thanks for checking in on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore, I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less known, the better. You nod. Thank you. You're sure that you'll remember what that... Yeah, probably. Hey, your relationship is stronger. You leave him and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the What the fuck? Why is there a face in there? I think I understand. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. Right. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? Calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments. Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. Yeah, but what will I dream about? You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith. He's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye is giving you issues lately, so you reply. Forge me a new eye, then. You laugh. Then the ropes come out. He ties you to a chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying. So the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. What the fuck? No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, or plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest. As the smell of your decimated eye, oh damn. I was like, I was so surprised by them using decimated for some reason. That just amuses me. But also, holy shit, that's fucked up. Floods your nostrils. Wonderful. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. Okay then. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? I saw whatever the fuck that was. The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what happens. Good morning, big guy. Indoors person. Will M make it back? I'm just gonna hope that the meat we ate wasn't, you know, what I think it is. This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 AM I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Oh. Yes. I sometimes hear her crying through the radio. That's just a broadcast, right? I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to M. It's what she would have wanted. It's gotten into you, Anatoly. Anatoly's eyes look at you, begging. Bring us another slab, please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anatoly? Gregor looks pained at his words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. It's taking so long. Boil it faster. Looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in his broth using the spoon he isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? Explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? Yeah, right? Remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? The storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. You got anything for me, buddy? Yes. I think tomorrow you should look for M. Or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please. You can swim back after a few hours. Riker is right. Maybe you'll find M out there. I don't know why. Like, I want to say M, but I also just want to say Mariah. I think Mariah's fine by herself. Still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help. That's right. Please help us. Let me sleep on it, okay? No problem, little guy. I haven't gotten a choice in a bit, have I? Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Yeah? Something is approaching.
Onion!
Hey! Don't be a crybaby, it's just me, Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion, please. Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It'll help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie. The fun factoid of that myth? People actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? Yeah, right? True. There was even a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyways, you know what smells like a raw onion left in a room? You. It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. It could smell you before I even came into the room.
Onion!
Yikes. So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It'd be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving.
Onion!
Please? We don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, prying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. Made of butter slices, so I get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow.
Onion!
Later. I'm sorry, what? Okay, alright. Okay, alright, sure. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Day 10. It took a while. That pause sucked. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack and then add 6 chickens on top. Fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all of those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinter. What the fuck? That's fucking terrible. Jesus. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by. First creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Okay. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Was it you, buddy? You look awfully happy today. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, what's your decision? Bad ideas. Yeah, right. Barely slept last night. Whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was. Was it you, Gregor? I wonder if it was us. Anyway. Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make the decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Well, we should probably chat with you, buddy. He looks pale. Thanks for coming over. Seems comforted by your presence. Oh. Wonder how much things change up through this game. Gregor told me he's heard her. I'm sure Karen isn't being honest with me. Have you checked out the basement door closely? Every so often, I can see her peeking out at me through the holes. Really don't want to drown outside, but at least I won't have to have her tormenting me anymore. You know it's in the basement, don't you? Yeah? Of course you do. How else would you keep us fit? Looks like he's going to puke. Please get away from me. Leaves your vicinity. Looks like they'll remember that. You call everyone together for a meeting. You okay, little guy? He looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you. Oh, I'll miss you, big guy. Miss you, little guy. Thank you. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. I don't know about that. Aaron? Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything? You say nothing. Bullshit! Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Great! I'm getting some terrible endings so far. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Aaron goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor is getting choked up. I didn't tell him. I'm missing him already. Aww. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear scraping from the floor. Found you. Explaining how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, got it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency chomp-at meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife. Protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Yes. You nod. It's the yeast you can do, right? You tell Bread that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today, I'll see you around. Bread hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Bread told you. Because I didn't get the option to tell Anatoly to stay. Right? So I feel like there's got to be other ways to go about this. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Yeah, his fucking body. Okay, wow. That's something. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever is coming for you. You wake up in a cold sweat. Okay then. Yeah? You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk or you found some meat? Of course I did. Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to cook breakfast for everyone. Cutting each slice fairly thin, you brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Aaron runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now, you don't argue. Aaron grabs a cutlet, running her hands before bringing it to her mouth. She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh god. Already. Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Aaron is sounding more determined than before. I'm gonna lay down on the couch, try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Aaron leans in to whisper, I'm glad Em and Anatoly are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How'd you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. Took a few nights, but I fought back. Now it's all I can think about. I read the book on... what is that, necropsy? Or necropsy? I don't know. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Em that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Aaron pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another? Why wait for him to come back? Aaron hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. You won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Oh boy. Sure. Fuck it. I knew you would. Thank you. You nod. She's learning quickly. You definitely think Karen will remember that. Your relationship is stronger. I get the feeling the bonding is terrible because I'm terrible. Karen hands you a vial of mysterious liquid and you add it to Gregor's mug. Gregor? Been a while since you've had some water. Come drink with us. Oh. Gregor looks frightened. I can't stop thinking about the little guy. Can't even remember what happened before we arrived. It just never ends. I miss Anatoly and Mariah. Oh, poor guy. Let us toast Anatoly and Mariah. They'll always be inside of us, Gregor. Can't change that now. Gregor begins to weep. You're right. We're having it raw tonight, Gregor. What? Eating raw meat is one of life's greatest gambles, or life's great gambles. Get awfully sick, or Gregor slowly puts the meat into his mouth, ignoring the smell. He swallows each bite with a wince on his face. Trying not to get sick. I'll never forget the first time I met Anatoly. We were teenagers. I was chopping firewood outside the house. He brought over a butterfly net filled with them. He introduced himself and asked me if I wanted to hold one of the butterflies. I had never held one before. Told me not to crush it between my large paws. He did have he did have small hands himself, so I get it. Oh boy. Oh my god, this is fucking terrible. Karen, what did you put in this water? Oh, that's that part. Would you do anything to save your friends, Gregor? Of course. Gregor's eyes starts to droop. The hell was Karen's liquid? I think it'd be best to have an early bedtime tonight. Let me help you onto the couch, Gregor. Yeah. Thank you, Karen. Gregor passes out cold. Thank you. I'll do the rest. Even if he screams, please ignore Gregor when he wakes up, okay? You don't want to interrupt Karen with this. Leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed Anatoly slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. What the actual fuck, dude? Wake up, sleepyhead. Oh yeah, this is then. You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Great. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast with what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his... Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. Get out of bed and head to the living room. Why? He's a little weak from blood loss, but don't worry. Managed him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Oh my god, where am I? God, you're stupid. Maybe you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood. You would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the neck. Oh my god. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you'd immediately drown? Sink like a log. What? Put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad, so we'll have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey, all I wanted to do is keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? No, buddy. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths. Yet I complained my belly was not full. One day on my way home from school, I was walking by the town inn and smelled something amazing coming right out of a pile of trash. Dug through it and discovered a bag. They threw away a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor grows a little more pale. You cover me with a blanket. I've never been this cold. This cabin, it chills me to the bones. Or what's left of them. Please, Consider it my dying wish. I got you. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at peace. Fucking Jesus, dude. You watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. You could have kept him alive for another week, or we could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try the other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander. Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. And I bet one of us is hiding down there. Oh boy. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now, so watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Oh my goodness. Wait, isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As leader of the Chompets, it's important you find all of us, so please don't forget any of us. Good luck. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You've been neglecting the Chompets lately. Can't hurt to play with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. Oh boy. Looks like Karen is just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all of the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? What are you whittling with that knife? A wooden knife. Do you want one? I'd like my knife back. Sure. Give me 5 weeks. I'm behind the schedule right now and you're wasting my time. Scram. You feel a sense of deja vu. Are you leaving soon? The basement key is probably in the kitchen. Come back if you get lost. You thank Karen and head to the kitchen. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? Find the woodpile. Need to find Cabbage. You notice engraving on the cabin, or at the exit center. Their treasure here? Need to find Cabbage. Wonder how I would get that. The cupboards. There's the owl on the cupboards, so the cauldron. Cabbage is there. As leader of the Chompets, getting 3 mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompets to push me through. I guess you'll have to help me out. Right. What's next? Glad you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Chompets in no time. Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. Nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. You found the basement key. You know, in context, this is a lot worse. There it is. That's the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. Right. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Okay. Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? No, there's another thing, right? Explore the bedroom. Found him. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Today, I'm as sweet as sugarcane. Or as a sugarcane. Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a mile away. Gross. Were you scared of the red-haired woman or something? You tell Onion the truth. Whoa. Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. I'm sorry hear about. Oh my god. But yikes. That's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? I would probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, didn't mean to be rude. I got your back. Onion has joined the party. Glad to have you join us, Onion. Yeah. No problem. There's nothing else to do today. That's not true. I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get. Bread? The one and only. Chompets, let's move out. Your party is quickly expanding. 3 Chompets left. You're getting a terrible headache, and your face is feeling numb. And your legs aren't moving. Oh well. You do some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. You suddenly feel a second wind coming on. Time to get that bread. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. Oh boy. Bread. You hear bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Pardon me. Everyone's secretly favorite chomp at bread. Don't you loaf me? My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. I figured, man. He has hundreds, no, thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So what do you need? You tell Bread about gathering the chompets together. That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time? With Potato? I mean, we all chose to be in that drawer, but this, you're going against the whole grain here. You really think we want to go back downstairs?
Cabbage.
Fred, we need your help finding Potato. Missed you, big guy. Come help. I would never let the chompets down. Right. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. Fred has joined the party. That's great, Bread. Glad to have you on board. Of course. Wait, are you drooling? All three chompets are staring at you. Are you thinking of eating us? You accidentally lick your lips.
Cabbage!
Oh dear. Snap out of it. Ah. You already ate. We're no good for that. You glutton. What the fuck? Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. You stumble to your feet. Let's go find Raspberry and never speak of this again. I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Chompets, mosey out. You have 3 chompets in your party. 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. Wow. 2 more to go. You go check out the basement door. Jesus Christ, dude. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. The birds outside turn silent. You could hear a pin drop. You can almost hear her breathing. You feel the sudden urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise! Found you, Raspberry. It's very nice to see you, Cabbage. We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry. Honest. Right. We need your help finding Potato. Our combined chompet detective skills say he's in the basement. Oh yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry has joined the party. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap, the red-haired woman is coming over here. Chompets, let's hide out. Oh dear. All 4 chompets quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You're Karen creeping up behind you. Hi, Karen. Found you. You can see the knife out of, the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Yeah? Karen drops the knife to the floor, walking over to hold you in a loving embrace. Can't wait any longer to tell you that I love you.
Bruh.
Karen looks into your eyes, laughing as she says it again. I love you. For the first time in ages, a genuine smile appears on your face. It was Karen all along. Your soulmate has finally been found, and create a new life together, devouring hundreds of men, women, and children. Laws and governments are powerless to stop your wrath. Investigations into the cabin always result in another meal for the both of you. Your partnership is beautiful. All that oppose you perish. Karen helps with butchering so your arthritis gets relief. You work together beautifully, making the world a terrible place for future generations. One day Karen becomes ill. You try everything to prolong her life, but none of the methods work. Karen can no longer walk around the cabin. Her condition worsens, keeping her bound to the bed. You bring her borscht daily, but she can barely eat a bite without coughing. She isn't able to keep down the fresh cuts of meat anymore. She's seriously ill. One day, she calls you over to her deathbed between gasps for air. Her eyes are filled with terror, but it lessens once she sees you. Karen tries to say your name, but can't get it out. I love you. You nod, crying softly as she tightly grips your hand in fear. Your tears fall on her dress as the last of Karen's air leaves her lungs. Her hand slowly lets go of yours, dropping her to her side. You take the knife, wrap her hands around it, putting it in the middle of her chest. Karen. Right? What kind of fucking mental gymnastic fuckery am I going through? You were a true cooking companion. Achievement unlocked. Joke's on you. Yeah. Right. I'll tell you a story, but do you promise not to laugh? Caring about Karen. I almost died when I was 6. It was probably the coldest winter on record. My parents and I were snowed in. At first, they had enough wood, but that ran out. My father, before their wedding day, he chopped down one of the biggest trees in the forest. He spent months whittling it down, cutting the pieces carefully, measuring the armrests so they'd fit perfectly. Sanding it down so not even a splinter could come out. He named it Mother's Chair, and every Saturday he washed her feet while she sat in it. Whistling a tune his grandmother taught him, looking deep into her eyes as he rubbed her ankles. It took him weeks of working on it in secret. He was hyperventilating when he dismantled it. Each heavy breath was a foggy cloud. His tears were freezing to his cheeks. Fire only lasted 2 days. And later the frostbite turned his fingertips completely black. He cried almost as hard over his fingers as he did the chair. After a while, when the food was running out, he began to search every inch of our cabin. But he finally found what he was looking for, a little mouse. Holding it, wriggling in his hands, must have been painful. Between wincing, he divided it in 2, one piece for me and one for my mother. How's that for a big breakfast? His corpse was the first I ever saw that was frozen solid. Thank you for listening. Bruh. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? You already know the rest of the story now, right? Wrong. Welcome to Nightmare Mode. If you survive, you'll gain some additional insight to the world of cooking companions, as well as unlocking New Game Plus and a Chompets Only event. Wow. This mode is mostly just a joke, so don't take it seriously. If you make it to the end, you'll unlock the Chompets Cabin Courses, a Chompet Only event free of humans. For the true cooking companions experience, this mode should be played in a pitch black room with headphones, of course. If you still need to max out your relationships, don't worry, you'll get the opportunity to do so in New Game Plus. You should really make a manual save right now. Don't hesitate. I got you. Thank you for getting this far. Your bravery is commendable and will be rewarded. Thanks for playing. Oh, almost forgot. Nightmare mode activated. You wake up in the bathroom again. Okay. This is my room. Do you see how dark it is? It's cold. But I can look at you. Look at me. Are you scared? Nah. Do it. I'm scared. Okay. You wake in a cold sweat. Your surroundings feel completely different. Mariah's presence is enraged. She's beckoning you to follow her. You get up and leave the bedroom. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. What a fitting end to such a horrible nightmare. You head to the kitchen for some breakfast. What the fuck? This will take ages to clean. You take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. You stare into the ash pile in the oven. Are they still upset? You head back to the bedroom to take a nap. Why is there so much fucking blood everywhere? What the fuck? Which one of them is causing this? Mariah? Anatoly? Gregor? You crawl into bed and fall asleep. Day something. Right. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Karen isn't here. Sounds like she's whittling something again. Did she escape the basement? Karen? No reply. You head over to investigate. Another trick by one of them. Who's still missing? Aaron? Someone is tapping on the window. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Anatoly question mark. Are you done? They're getting more bold in their actions. You head to bed to sleep on it. Day 616. 666. How, wondrous. Fantastic. The sheets are drenched in sweat. You catch something moving out of the corner of your eye. You roll out of bed to see what it is. Feels like 3 a.m. Nothing is moving around the bedroom anymore. It's your imagination again. You head to the basement door. Is Karen still alive? Cold wind blows through the crack in the door. Oh. You wake up in a cold sweat. You wake up on the cold bathroom floor. The door is locked. Did one of them hide the key in here? Where do you want to check first? Fuck it, the sink, I guess. Check the garbage can underneath the sink. It's empty, like your soul. Whack. You look back, or you look in the back of the garbage can, just a gigantic spider web. Disgusting. There's nothing of note. Why aren't towels under here? He should have been under here. This continues to be a pretty big disappointment. Oof. Mouse hole? The mouse hole seems perfectly rounded, like someone used sandpaper on the edges. Did the chompettes do this? The hole itself is pitch black. Would the flashlight be helpful? It might aggravate whatever horror lies in wait. Stick your arm in the mouse hole? Yes. You slowly put your entire arm inside the mouse hole and feel around. You feel the chilly presence of something behind you. The key is pushed into your hand. Pull your arm out, lifting up the toilet seat. Take a celebratory bathroom break. Your hands are shaking uncontrollably from the whisper. Yeah. Key has fallen into the toilet. Reach in the filthy toilet to get the key? Yes. This is the only way to get out of the bathroom. You plunge your hand into the toilet, grasping blindly for the key. Must have gone down the pipe. Oh wow, you really put your hand into a filthy, backed up toilet, huh? This seems to be a new low for you. Are you finally going to wash your hands now? The sink isn't working. Oh wow. Will the bacteria be the thing that does you in? Such a pathetic end for such a terrible life. Uh-huh. That key wasn't even for the bathroom door. That was the key to the Chompet's treasure box. You really stepped in it this time. Cabbage told me I had to rescue you from this. I wanted to let you starve to death in here, but she insisted. Here you go. Raspberry unlocked the bathroom door. This is my last favor, or this is the last favor you'll get from me. Goodbye, wretch. What the fuck? You let out a deep breath and exit the bathroom. It's time to end this. You open the door and get ready for what's next. I do. It's just a staircase, nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Right. The spirits aren't active right now. You continue downward. You sure about that? The walls down here, they're dirt and soot. It's nothing. You keep moving downward. The air pressure down here feels greater. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. Yeah, and? A false alarm. I fucking doubt it. Are the spirits below going to spring a trap on you? Probably. You continue downwards. Oh, that's normal. You hear something in the distance. Is that a fucking baby? Why is there a baby in my basement? Who put a baby in my basement? How'd they get down there? What the fuck is happening, dude? Yeah, you can hit me with a jump scare, or like, what are we doing here? Oh, that's terrible. I don't. You shake your head. Oh. What? Huh? I'm gonna need to translate that. Shit. You hold your breath and continue downward. Okay. Something is approaching. Again? The fuck? A little witch. Oh, Jesus. Hello. A little floating person. Game is purely fictitious. It cannot harm you in any way, shape, or form. I got you. When you regain consciousness, you were further down the staircase? Wonderful. You wake with a note next to your head. It's difficult to read, but you could make out a sentence. Don't get up before Saturday. You take the Saturday note with you. Taking notes, 1 out of 5. The sound of rain is completely stopped down here. Your eyes are strained. The pressure is intense. You feel like you're trapped under miles of ocean. Continue downwards. Okay. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right. You navigate the basement blindly. What the absolute fuck? Until you reach the room with 4 directions. You can barely make out the outlines of the door frames in each direction. Which way should you go? It's usually, east, right? That they want you to go? Your hands run across a large door. Maybe now isn't the time for this. You walk back to the basement steps, trying to remember why you came this far. Found you. Oh, hi, Karen. Let's end this. You what? Nanny? I'm sorry, you what? What the fuck? It stabbed the shit. Karen escapes down the hallway, leaving a trail of blood behind her. You follow her to the room in the east. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, Karen, I'll never forget you. Achievement unlocked, the nightmare is over. Oh yeah, we got some cheery music. Yeah, everything's happy. Nothing bad possibly happened.
Cooking time is so much fun.
Oh wow, there's even someone singing.
Bad could happen. Everything.
Hello, Cabbage. Welcome to Chompet's Cabin Courses. We missed school too much, so now we wanted to bring it back. Honest. Fuck off, Onion. I'll be playing the role of teacher today. You can call me Miss Cabbage if you like. Let's just roll with it, alright? Can't wait to learn some new things today. Me too. Aren't you excited, Potato? I dropped out of grade school so I could work at the butcher. That's extremely depressing. Explains everything so far. Is he quiet because he doesn't want to sound held back? You three are terrible at whispering. They never learned their inside voices, Potato. Cabbage looks at you right in the eyes. There's no dumb questions or wrong answers today. The Chompet's Cabin Courses are designed to let you passively learn. Your brain is porridge right now, right? These courses will be perfect for that. I fucking hope so. That's correct, Onion. And the best part? No silly humans to interrupt anything. You ask about the dead humans. Ghosts aren't real, silly. You ask about... That's enough. No questions about ghosts today. Save it for a practicing medium. Got a cornbread classic for you. What's a ghost's favorite food? Blueberry. You need to get Bread a joke book. These puns are pathetic. Oof. Let the learning begin. You decide to listen to the Chompets, although you have the feeling something else is at play. Uh-huh. For the first lesson, let's talk about that nasty oven. One of us was baked into a crust. You threw half of it away without hesitation. Human life is completely disposable to you. That's enough. I seem to have lost my place in the teaching curriculum. Let's talk about the cauldron instead. First cauldron discovered dates back to the Bronze Age, which took place 3100 BC to 300 BC. You can see a cauldron in the famous artwork The Garden of Earthly Delights, where a birdman is wearing one like a crown as he eats and poops people down into a hellhole below. Yikes, okay then. Wouldn't want to fall into a hellhole. Most of us were placed in this cauldron stewing for a day straight. The smell was so foul, clung to all linens in the cabin, absolutely revolting.
Cabbage?
Raspberry? Need to speak with you for a minute in private? Okay. The two awkwardly leave for the bedroom, slamming the door behind them. You can hear Cabbage chewing out Raspberry. What was another name for Brussels sprouts? Cabbage Patch Kids. Fred, that wasn't even a pun. Or a joke. It was more like a stalling. Right. Cabbage and Raspberry join the group again. Raspberry, is there something you'd like to say? There is, Cabbage. You've committed crimes against humanity. You're a scourge on this earth sent to punish us. Cabbage may forgive you, but I never will. Wow, look at the time. This concludes the Chompet's Cabin Courses. Did you learn anything this time? Or did you just loaf around? Huh. Are you remembering it yet? Just join me in the boiling water sometime. Really loosens the meat off of those old bones. Right in that nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. Have you seen that knife? Yikes. Big enough to cleave cabbage in two. Still leftovers in here. Dig in. The rules are different for people that die in the cabin. Everyone that does will know the kitchen well. The lucky ones are dead when cooked. The others have told us what you did to them. How many generations died brutally at your hands before you gave up? Was it your arthritis that stopped you, or did you eventually feel remorse? That's enough. Thanks for playing along today. It was fun to revisit some old topics. Let's sleep on some of this, shall we? We've made your bed. Sweet dreams. Achievement unlocked lesson plan. Okay, great. Awesome, fantastic. Welcome to New Game Plus. This playthrough will have different dialogue, events, and decisions to make. Anatoly, Gregor, and Karen will start with 3 hearts each. Use this opportunity to max out your relationships. We highly recommend you to create a manual save file right now for this shorter playthrough. I got you. Unfortunately, Mariah will not be available to max. Sorry. Thank you for playing Cooking Companions. We hope you enjoyed the experience. Does that like mean that she's at least guaranteed to die always, or is it like can you save all of them? I have questions. Oh, almost forgot. Jump scare mode activated. Just kidding. Cute. Karen, Anatoly, and Gregor will keep us alive. I promise. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. Silence is deafening. So yeah, then I think that's what it is, right? Like, Mariah will always leave and die? Is that how that goes? What the fuck, dude? After the 3 go to bed, you finally have an opportunity to use the bathroom. After the 3 go to bed? What? The candle blew out. You grasp blindly along the floor until you find a flashlight in the corner. Oh, how grand. No, I'm good, thanks, dude. This bathtub is filthy. It will need more than I'll refuse to get these stains out. You notice a note underneath the bathtub. Note taken. May 4th, 1794. This notice shall serve as a summons to the Zakopane courthouse. You're being accused of the following crimes: public disturbance, foul language and demeanor, refusal to testify at previous court cases, refusal to agree to search or a search warrant of property. Okay then. Your hearing is scheduled for October 20th. Failure to attend will result in your immediate arrest and penalties up to hanging. Sincerely, Judge Lius? Okay, 79. You take the court summons letter with you. Taking notes 2 out of 5. What the fuck? What is this? Someone forgot to restock the toilet paper. Beyond disgusting. This is truly the scariest thing you've ever seen. With your interest waning, you decide to leave the bathroom. Yeah, I didn't want to see whatever was in that mirror, right? Time to surprise the others. You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. You cooked meat. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Yeah, this is all the same. Where did you? The 3 are looking at you, salivating. Take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. Let's talk with Anatoly. You knock the door first. Thanks for checking in on me. You ask if you still feel sick. Not anymore, I think it was a mental thing. Is this the same then? You nod, thank you. You sure they'll remember that? And then we can get up to 4. You leave Anatoly and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Hours pass, the meal gave everyone perseverance. There's a fucking thing down there. Morning, big guy. And that's the... You want more meat? Oh, they've moved on, just us now, what? The way it always should have been. Right, okay. Going to the basement, snap every bone on the way down, landing in the basement is a writhing pile of flesh and bones. The whispers surround you, their laughter ringing in your ears. You wake in a cold sweat. Okay. Anatoly puked in the corner, yep. Morning, little guy. Yay! The relationship is stronger. Figure told me, yep, so this is all the same. Right. I'm here for you. Thank you. It's messing with my head. I feel so lost some days. When I was 6, my father asked me to put flowers on the grave for our dead dog. The dog was very special to him, helped him find food during the war. When he came back injured, he brought the dog to meet my mother, who was pregnant with me. He truly loved that dog. Carried a vase filled with flowers with me into the forest, and took a left where I should have gone right. I was lost for 1 full day, wandering through the forest, crying and panicked. I foolishly skipped breakfast that day, so I was desperate at this point. Tried to, but I couldn't recognize any plants to eat. So I tried eating some random plant I found in the woods, but I upchucked all of it. I was humiliated when I stumbled back to my house. I'll never forget my father running up worried, and I was still holding the vase with the flowers in it. My entire shirt stained with puke. After that experience, I studied obsessively my mother's collection of foraging books. So I would never starve in the wilderness again. Thank you for absolutely everything. You nod, calling everyone together for a meeting. You made a decision. Yes, I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you. I'll miss you, okay? I know it wasn't easy, it's for the best. Do I get to say no? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything? You say nothing. What? Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. The more she consumes, the stronger she gets. At what cost? Huh. Sometimes staying silent works better. Just walk away and pretend you're innocent later. A terrible perspective. Chompets would never listen to this crap. You fall asleep thinking about what Potato told you. It's lying on the table in front of you. Yeah, yep. I don't want to read this one again. More meat? No. Fine, save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Uh-oh. Hey, Karen. What are you doing? On time? Oh my god. Jesus. Gregor has turned silent. Oh boy. Is it gonna be the same scenario, though, afterwards? Where he's, you know, delimbed? Wake up, sleepyhead. Oh my god, you're even creepier. You're having a nightmare. I think I still am. Gregor is waiting for you. Yeah, I got you. You get out of bed and follow Karen to the couch. Oh my fucking god. Gregor. Jesus Christ. I think he's trying to speak. What is it, Gregor? You tell Karen that Gregor has died. He hasn't spoiled yet. Let me show you the rest of him. Karen shuffles over to the basement door, opening a lock with the knife. Why wait until she's in the basement? Take back the knife and end her life. Explain how difficult it is to get blood out of wood. Your laziness is unbelievable. The minute those 4 entered the cabin, you should have killed all of them. You're getting soft. You nursed a weakened butcher back to health? What if she ends up killing you now? I brought you the key. When she goes downstairs, lock the door behind her with the deadbolt. Then let her rot. Karen, Potato. I have made great allies in another life. You need to stop her before it's too late. Walk over to the basement door. Am I presented with a choice here? Where's Karen? When are you fixing this hole? You can feel her breath coming through the crack in the door. You lock the basement door. What the hell are you doing? Bye, Karen. She slips into the darkness. You climb on the couch to rest, waiting for the basement noises to become silent. Why, though? But why, though? Where I was correct, it's freezing over here. The frigid air swirls visibly in front of you. The basement noises have completely stopped. What do you want to do? Look under the couch. Lots of cobwebs. Thankfully, no spiders. Notice a child's toy. How'd this get under here? It's a small wooden boat. That's weird. The port's anywhere near here. Looks like there's a name engraved onto it. Razel. Maybe Bread would want this. Bread's not around right now. You'll have to hold on to it until the moment is right. Right. Bookshelf? Wasting time reading books? You were just browsing? Sure, why not read this one? Potato nudges the one of the books. Edge of the pages are a little singed. This was saved from a book burning. I wonder why. One may in truth proceed against such a man as against a person who is gravely suspect. And yet their suspicion may be very grave. And we cannot refrain from suspecting these people, for their frivolous assertions do certainly seem to affect the purity of the faith. For there are three kinds of suspicion: a light suspicion, a serious suspicion, and a grave suspicion. Take the singed book with you. I'd say your entire life has been a grave suspicion. It's a shame you never went to trial for anything. Uh-huh. That would never happen. Carrying around a book would be a burden, so you put it back. The rest of the books are boring. Okay, we'll eat a meal. With the croaking in the background, I guess. You decide to have a quick lunch at the table. She escaped. Oh. You wake in a cold sweat. Wake up, sleepyhead. Hi, Karen. You're having a nightmare. Oh, wow. The sheets are completely soaked. Are you wetting the bed? You feel underneath you. Gross. You must have broken a fever because the sweat is everywhere. Don't worry, we can wash them in the basement. Just unlock the door and we'll make a day of it. You're not that slow with laundry. Come with me, I have something to show you. Cautiously get up, following Karen out of the bedroom. The basement door was already open. I'm hungry. Let's get something from the basement. You feel the cold presence of Karen behind you. My dog's like, I'm a squeak a toy now. Goodbye. Stop. Grab onto the railing. You do so, feeling a slight push on your back. You feel the presence leave. That was a close one. Karen will try everything in her power to kill you. Tread cautiously downstairs. Why are you helping me, Potato? Because I pity what you've become. You work your way down to the bottom of the stairs. Something is approaching. What is it this time? Uh-oh. Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's good to see you again. Or it's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. You put Anatoly through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that is water underneath the bridge now. Anatoly's down here. Come have some bread with us. They always try things like this. Their anger, concentrated near their grave, leads to tricks and traps. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here. Loaves of it. Fine. I won't stop you from finding the others down here. One piece of advice: beware of Karen. She's ill beyond repair. Gregor will try to talk you out of reaching the room. Anatoly will try to talk you into leaving the cabin. And Karen will rip the flesh from your bones. We'll talk again. You feel Mariah leaving the staircase. You go deeper into the abyss. The walls down here, they're dirt and soot. Something is approaching. Oh, glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking? Another trap. Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave. Mariah was worried sick about you. You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? You just stood there while Karen took my limbs, doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when that light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me? You nod. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. That was enough to keep him at bay. We'll meet again soon. Beware Karen. Right. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. The air pressure down here feels greater. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. Is it Glasses Boy? Is it Anatoly? Or Natalie? Or Anna? I don't know, man, dude. I'd fucking names, man. Oh my goodness. Oh. Thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. You tell Anatoly about meeting with Gregor. Oh. I was going to try and see if you wanted to pick onions with me. You shake your head. Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long, and now you'll need to fend off Karen. Can't tell if you'd rather have... Or I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. You ask Anatoly where Karen is. Oh, she's just below us. Waiting to devour you. Karen's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she'll start with your arms? Down here, the whispers have told me about you. Can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sorts of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karen might be alive down here. But you won't be. Why were you nice to me? Did you want to prey on the weak? Or was I just another meal ticket? The whispers told me the truth. Hopefully someone ends this darkness soon. See you again soon. Okay. You feel Anatoly leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right. I'd rather not. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Found you. Karen's grown stronger than you as of late. Consuming her friends has imbued her with a rage. She's lost in the abyss, and nothing but death can end this madness. I hope you've prepared for what comes next. I don't know if I have. You can feel something creeping up in front of you.
Hello.
Hi, Cabbage. Cabbage, what are you?
Cabbage.
Took us forever to move the rubble you put in the mouse holes. Chompettes, come out. Oh, there they are. Never fear, Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbird says, I'll rise to the occasion. Sometimes Mary Raspberry. Well, why did you tell them, Potato, that you had moved on? Will you let us go? You shake your head. Someday, maybe. Chompettes, can't allow Karen to take over the cabin. She's much worse than you, Stinky. Did you see what she did to Gregor unhinged? She's a cut above you right now. Oh dear. You don't need our help with this, just remember what she's done. Channel that anger. Just like Potato now, right? Still here, Cabbage. And as punishment for earlier, we're locking you in the room again, Potato. No Chempet trial needed. You got company down here, Potato. One of us should hide the key. That's enough. Oh dear. No need to twist the knife. Uh-huh. Good luck. Chompets. Let's help out. Oh dear. The Chompets get in position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Found you. Hi, Karen. Let's end this. It's gonna happen again, dude. What are we doing? And then I stab you a lot. Just get stabbed. Bam! Jesus Christ. It's worse than the last time. Why are you doing this? What the fuck, dude?
Cabbage.
Look, he's trying to speak. Don't be shy, try again. What the fuck? Might take a few more days. Welcome to the Chopettes, turn up. Cooking companions, new game plus, achievement unlocked. Okay. Well, I think that's, like, technically an ending. I will probably do one more video and do all the other endings. I might even do, like, might start from the beginning and see what I can change, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, all that shit.